welcome to the stream. It's been quite a long time since I've been doing this, but now we're going to try out some easy games. There's the New York Times list of daily puzzles and crosswords and so forth. So, uh, let's do them together while we have a evening that's nice and quiet and cool, and we'll get the I'll get to see if my brain works. I'm currently streaming on higher resolution than normal, so this is the first time I've been trying this out. The the internet has been recently upgraded significantly at the house, so now you'll be able to see me in super high def, which is a feature that you've never been able to get before. Hey, hello, Kiten. It's me. Yeah, yeah. I haven't been streaming in a long time, and I've forgotten what this is. So I'm glad to see you here. Have you been well? Yeah. I think in general, I would say I've had some challenging times, but I've been getting through them, and I'm doing a lot better now. So I'm in the right, or at least better mental space to do this sort of thing. I've been traveling a lot and getting a lot of my personal uh, like things in order, like finances and so forth. So, but yeah, all of that's looking excellent now. So, also been traveling. I was in Brazil in July. I traveled a lot earlier in the year too. I was in the Caribbean and visited the US just when there was like a lot of stuff going on there. There were the fires in LA, and now it looks like there's a lot of anti-tourism policies that are in place with the new administration. So I didn't notice anything at the time, but certainly it's getting a lot. Uh, yeah, they're not making it attractive to tourists to go visit it right now. Yeah, but the Caribbean was awesome. I got to see a lot of the islands. It was very beautiful. I was on a cruise too. Yeah, tan journey, man. So a lot of stuff going on for you too. Oh, okay, that's nice. Have you been streaming much? The In truth, I haven't really been looking at Twitch a great deal, so I don't really know what's happening. Um, it seems some people have kind of continued streaming and others not. But I think usually when I did see you on Q10, you were on like very early in the morning for me. Oh, you tried to do daily? Yeah. That's probably, yeah, that would be a lot of work for me, I think. I find streaming energetically draining. I used to do like 3 hour ones, and then I was completely like burnt out. So then I'm trying to keep it down to like maybe 1.5 hours to 2 hours, like mainly. Yeah. So I hope I'm having good hopes for how the year's shaping up. Oh yeah, and I was also in Hawaii in in May. I don't know why that just like blanked out. You have to be on and chat to everybody. Yeah. Well, this will kind of sound. I don't know if this will sound bad, but I feel like I've kind of been laying low for a while, so I don't expect busy streams. So I don't have to like be mentally tackling many conversations at the same time. So I was hoping for like an easy one. Is that bad? I don't know if that's bad. That's probably like the opposite of what people want. Generally, like I see comments about people saying the difficulties of streaming, and a lot of people when they start they don't have like too many people on, and then they struggle to. They say, it's hard to talk when nobody's talking, but I actually think that's like I'm actually happy to talk to myself. Is that yeah? I think that might be a little bit different to most people. In general, I'm happy to be. I'm a heavy introvert, so I'm happy to be alone. Okay. So yeah, we I usually do these New York Times games, and they do a like a daily puzzle for everyone, so we can see if we can solve some of these. I usually do the Wordle, so let's take a look at that one. Uh, my opening move is always bears because, of course, you can talk gibberish all day long. Well, that's the best. Like, I think most people are happy to hear something, and it doesn't really matter really what it is. If it's like an insight into yourself, I think most people are happy with that. I do see like the really popular streamers. They just make funny noises and scream a lot, and I find that difficult to hear. So I don't know. That's not what I'm into. Um, but I guess they're appealing to like maybe teenagers or young children. So I'm not that audience. Um, so my second word is usually mouth. Okay. So something like SMA. Small. Small would work. Okay, so we got the S in the right position. Uh, Swamp. Ooh, we found a P. SPA. And then spams. SA. Uh, hmm. This one. So the M must be at the end, and then the P's either in the second. Spasm. Yay! There we go. We figured it out. Spasming is what I'm doing when I don't have enough exercise. and I try to and I try and do sport for the first time in months. That's spasming. So that's the word for today, everyone. Spasm. All right. So I also like doing the connections. Connections is probably my favorite game. And if you haven't played it before, the idea is there are four categories of four things, but you don't know what the categories are. And they tend to have different difficulty levels. So like the purple one is usually the most challenging one. And then the yellow is the easy one. But you can get them in any order that you like. So, so an example might be like four red things, and then you click on the four of them, and then it'll tell you whether you've made a correct connection or not. It'll make sense when I do one if you don't know what it is. But yeah, this is probably my favorite game. Um, so football, education. So Mamma Mia, Edel, Edelweiss. They're I know there's songs. So can we find any other songs? They're like maybe European songs. Cabaret. Hmm. Big brain. I. It's not actually complicated. I just explained it poorly, so it made it sound more complicated than it actually is. Okay. Editor. Eddie. It would help if I could. Usually, I can instantly see one, but this one's quite difficult. Or at least, maybe I'm being dumb right now. Okay, so yeah, here's. I'm pretty sure this is one. So we've got this one's sort of like the outskirts, like edge, limit, extremity, and border. So we've got. I'm pretty sure that would be the yellow category. Um, let's see if we can find another one. Football, past tense. Ah, yeah, yeah. Tasmanian Devil Tornado. That they do spin around a lot, don't they? and and a football spins around too, right? Like the American football. Can we get a fourth one? They need to be in. Oh, eddies. Aren't eddy currents like the currents that spin around, like in the water? That's right, isn't it? I think that's right. Tornado. Okay. Well, um, I think we can send this one in. I can't see this one being wrong. Okay, so we got that one was right, and then we can try spinning around things. Foot. So tornado, Tasmanian Devil, football, eddy. I'm not 100% sure on the eddy, but we can try that. Yep, that was right. They move in a spiral. Okay, now we've just got our last one to go. These are all of these start with ed. Ed, 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 ed. I think they usually do a more sophisticated category than just starting with two letters that are in common. But it could be that. Hmm. Well, we've got four guesses to use, so let's try that. Oh, one away. So it means this was almost correct, except for one. Past tense. So I was thinking Edelweiss, Mamma Mia, Cabaret are kind of like European music things. So that's close, isn't it? Maybe I'll just add memory. and see how we go there. Songs from musicals. Yay! Alright, and then the last one. I can't even figure out what the last one is. Okay. Whoop whoop. What ED might indicate? Editor, education, Edward, past tense. Oh, that's too smart for me, I think. Alright, we did it. I think you gave me some pretty good clues there. Alright, and the other one that I do is the Sudoku. So I usually find the easy level too easy, so let's start with the medium. Okay. You like Sudoku? Nice. So we've got a 4-9 pair here, so we can get rid of 4 9s in this box. So that means this is a 6 and this is a 3. And then 4-9 we can get rid of 4-9 here in this row, which makes this an 8. That's going to be a 4, 2. Three. So these ones just are all the last possible number that can be picked. Oh, that's the only 5 in that column. This is the only 6 in the row. So these 1 and 7 are a pair that we can get rid of in this box. Are you a Sudoku master, Q10? 4 and 9 are... There's a 4 and 9 pair in this row, so we can get rid of 4 and 9 here. This is the only 2 left. This is the only 1 in the box. Yeah, I usually try and get through these really quickly, but doing it on stream is a lot slower. Oh, this is the only 2 in this box. 1, 8, 1, 9, 6, 7, 9. Four, 5, 9. Okay, so this is the only 2 in the box. This is the only 6. I'm not sure if this counts as entertainment, but you know. I like doing it. I recently started doing Sudokus, actually. I remember the fad when it started, and this would have been like maybe 15 years ago. Sudoku was like huge, and that was when it started ramping up. And there was one that kept popping up in a newspaper that was that I could read on the train. I suddenly sound really old, don't I? I was reading a newspaper on the train. Oh my gosh. Um, anyway, uh, yeah, and it was something to do on my hour ride home. But then I moved, so then I didn't get that experience again. The thing is, like, I didn't really. Um, Sudoku was out of my life for 15 years since, and then another friend very recently, about maybe 2 to 3 months ago, told me about them again, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe I should do them. And I didn't realize they were on the New York Times list of games, so yeah, I've been picking up again and then learning to do much more complicated ones than I've ever done before. So yeah, generally getting better and learning different things. So it's been great. So this is the only three in the box. That's resolved as a 9, 1, 7, 1, 7, 8. There's a resolved 8 there, 7, 8, 1. Oh, there's a 6 for us for there, 9, 3, 4, 5, 8, 5, 3, 7, 5, 7, 6, 4, 7, 4, 9, 5, 4, 9, 4, 9, 9, 4. Hey! I finished the medium one in 6 minutes, which is actually not bad. Um, it depends a lot. A lot. Sometimes the medium ones can get hard. It takes me like 20 minutes sometimes to solve a medium one. You imagine me on the train in my grey suit and hat, glasses, working Sudoku on paper. Yeah, I was like, imagine Inspector Gadget, but a bear. Uh, like serious and gruff, not like a friendly bear like Paddington Bear. I'm like all all business like, and yeah, I gotta push papers at the business place. All right. Well, with that success, let's try the hard one. All right. So they don't give us any freebies on this one, which is very rude. Okay. So if the ones we can't get any information that I can see. Let's see with two. Yeah, it might seem like I was overly serious, but I think I had a healthy disrespect for professionalism throughout my entire life, and it's culminated to like retirement because I think I retired quite early. I never really liked wearing business attire. Unfortunately, I couldn't get away with wearing shorts in any of my workplaces, but if it was ever on the cards, I would totally be there. I just wearing shorts nonstop. Um, Jeans was probably like the lowest I could get away with, and I would take that on board at all times. Um, T-shirts were okay, but only on Fridays. So we had Casual Friday, but I think the workplace logo polo shirt would have been like probably the minimum in an average day, and that's what I was doing. Um, I really hate like business button up shirts. They keep like digging into my neck. Does anyone else get that too? Yeah. And but luckily like ties were only there for like presentations to senior management and so forth. Ties were kind of like being phased out uh, when I was in the workplace. Okay, so I lost my train of thought there. So we found no information with twos. That I could see. Threes. We got 3 3 here. 3 3. No information with threes. Yeah, the information's a lot harder to get in this one. But it's weird because like sometimes I can solve the hard one in like 5 minutes. The difficulty varies a lot in my opinion. Last week I did I kept doing the medium one a lot later than the hard one, and I wonder if like the the puzzle people like they got their folders switched up. They might have mislabeled the medium and the hard puzzles. Hmm. Yeah, no information here. It seems like four, and then five. Oh, yeah. So we have a only five in that box, and then only five in this box. This is the only five in that row. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to get from fives for now. So let's take a look at six. So nothing down here. So it could be there or there, there. Yeah. And then six could be anywhere. Oh, okay. So we know that six needs to be on the upper row in the middle box, so we can get rid of these over here. And what else can we get? Nothing for now. 7 7. Ah, okay. Oh, I thought I saw something there, but that didn't turn out to be the case. Yeah, so no insights from 7. And with 8. Okay, so we know that 8 is in this bottom row, so we can get rid of 8 and 8 here, which means 8 is the only one this is the only 8 in this box. Okay, so then 8 and 8 here, 8 and 8 here. I think that's all we're going to get for now there. And then with 9s, 9 and 9. We know that 9 must be in the middle, but that doesn't give us any extra info. Okay, so we found out a few squares, particularly with the 5s, so we can go through each one again. 1, get nothing from 1s. Nothing from 2s. Nothing from 3s. I should check these correctly. I'm just like... I'm glossing over them, I think. Fours... don't see anything right now. Okay, so 6. Okay, so we do get something with 7 now, so we can get rid of... So 7 must be in this bottom row of this box, so we can get rid of 7 here. And that means this is the only 7 in this column. And this is the only 8 in this column. Even like easy things to see takes me a long time like this. 2, 4, 6. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? 1, 2, 5. Was it 6? I think it was 6. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much, I guess. Seven should be next to 4, 8, and 4 in my head. Oh, was that a... did you see something? Seven. Oh, okay. So this is the only 8 in this box. So we got 8s in here. Uh, 9. I don't think we can get any info from 9. Yeah, I generally do very how would I say it, like streaming unfriendly content. It's like a very niche interest, and then coupled with like something that's not easily digestible on screen. Have you still? Are you still mainly doing Fortnite Q10? Hmm. 379. This is some sort of pattern. You want to try some repo? What is repo? Is that a game where you're a repo man, repossessing people's furniture? 4. Oh, okay, okay. So 1 is in the top row of this box, which means this can't be a 1, which means this must be a 6. Okay, and then that must mean this is a 7. And this is the only 9 in this box. So 1 and 8 are a locked pair in this column, which means this must be a 3. This 2 is the only number left. 1. And that's the only 5. And then 7. This is the only 6 in this box. This is the only 9. 2. 2, 3, 7, 9, 1, 5. So 1, 2, 2 and 4 are the only is the locked pair in this one, so we can get rid of these 2s and 4s here. 3 and 7 are also now a locked pair, but it doesn't help us in any way. So it's like Lethal Company, but you're gathering things. Oh, okay. I'm afraid I don't know what that is, so Oh, what kind of genre is that game? Lethal Company. I'm afraid I've not heard of it. Okay, so this is the only one in this row. So six is blocked blocking this column, but that doesn't help us in any way. 6, 9, 3, 6. It's a co-op Snoopy game. Oh, what was that one? Like the paranormal investigator ones, and that one was also a co-op. I remember that got really popular, and then it kind of died down. Like a bunch of four paranormal investigators. What was that one called? Yeah, and that was the one that triggered in my mind. 7. So a lot of these have gotten, yeah, we've cut down the puzzle quite a lot, but I'm trying to see if we've got any more insights here. Oh yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Phasmophobia. There are creatures. Is it similar to Phasmophobia? Because that is something that I've seen, and I'm aware of that one. So there are creatures in Lethal Company and Repo. Are they similar games? Or or what about there's another one called Dead by Daylight. Is that similar? No. Okay. I'll have to look it up when I'm finished streaming. Okay, so this is the only 6 in this column. We must be getting close to a breakthrough here, all right? Because there's not a whole lot of squares left. Because if you remember the last one, by the time I did like a third of the squares, the puzzle had already pretty much been resolved. This one's for it's kind of tricky when there's like multiple dependencies here. 2, 4. Ah, okay. Wait. There's 2, 4, and there's a locked pair here, which I didn't notice before. So that's an 8. Yeah. Okay. And I think we must be getting very close now. 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Yeah. So this 2 and 4 here is also a locked pair in this box. That's the only one in that box. 9, 7. 3, 7. That's the only 8 in this box. There must be something I'm missing. Threes? Six? It's just a thing where if you're streaming, it's like it seems like it's 4 times harder to see than normal. 2, 4. Yeah, this is the only 2 in this row. And then 4, 9, 6, 3, 4. Yay! Very nice. Well, I did my first Sudoku on stream. Alright, there are other games on the New York Times list of daily games, but I generally don't do them because I don't enjoy them as much. I think we'll probably end the stream with a few games of... it's been my recent obsession. I've been playing Age of Empires 2, so let's do that. Okay. Did that work? Yeah, this thing on OBS like really scares me. It seems like it's stopping the stream, but I don't know if it's actually the case. It said like, oh, disconnected. I'm like, oh gosh. Oh, I just wanted to change the stream title. Still going? Hey, hooray! All right, let's head into this. All right, did this work? All right, I think I only see myself right now. Please show the game. Yeah, I didn't pay my power bill, so I'm like, help. I'm scared. What about this? No? Is this working? Gosh, I really don't know. Okay, well, let's remove this. And then try it one more time, and if that doesn't work, then maybe we'll say that it was not to be. How about that? Gadget game. What if I do window? Oh. That was a bad idea. Now I can't see anything. Now I'm really in the dark. That was a lot of G's. I guess today is the day of G's. See, is he's not paying his bills, and repo men are coming, and the utilities are getting turned off. Oh man. Okay. I think the music's still on, strangely enough. Today's news is about being in the dark. Yeah. Let me think. Okay. Breaking Bear news. Today's top story. Formerly the world's richest bear entrepreneur, C the Bear, who made his fortune by selling Rice Krispie Squares, has found himself in a huge amount of financial trouble. The SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, has discovered him embezzling his Rice Krispie Square empire from his former teammate in his old company, who used to sell banana snacks. This has caused him to lose all of his money in a short amount of time. This is so odd. Okay. Okay, well, because we can't play this, I guess I'll just have to close that down. I'll try doing one more of these puzzles then on Replicube. Yeah, so this game works. Yeah, it's so very odd. Yeah, so we went from super nerdy puzzles to a game about coding, so yeah, it's a fast-paced game. Yeah, many noises. Ooh, new puzzles are being added on a weekly basis. Interesting. I haven't played this game in a while. Where are we up to? We finished Alice's Creations 3. So I'll give a brief description of this game. So basically what we want to do is the game will give us a target little sculpture to make, and our aim is to recreate that sculpture using computer code. So if you don't know how computer code works, that's fine. You can just consider it like me making computer art. And I also made one of my own. So this wasn't actually a this wasn't an official puzzle, but yeah, this one was a request from Sark. He asked me to create a TIE fighter. So yeah, TIE fighter using voxels, and this is the computer code I used to build it. So that's fun. Hey Garish, hello. I hope you've been doing well. I haven't been involved in the streaming world very recently, so yeah, I've been trying to get back into it now. This is my first one since probably in March sometime. Oh, you're sick right now? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have the cold and flu? Cold and or flu? Yeah, I haven't been looking at the streaming world much, so I don't know who's been on or what's been happening most of the time, but I remember you used to stream fairly regularly, Garish. Like you were probably on like every second night, I remember. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. You has blanket? Ah, yeah, I know that there's the feeling that you get when you're just about to like get really sick, but and you kind of know what the symptoms are, and even though you don't feel that bad in the moment, you know that something bad is coming. Yeah, I hate that feeling. I used to, yeah, I'm pretty good at sensing when I'm gonna get sick. Ah, you moved countries. You haven't streamed since July. Okay. Um, if it's, you don't have to share, but if it's something that you're open to, where have you moved to? I remember you used to be in Sweden, right? Oh, you moved to the Netherlands. Oh, nice. Yeah. Let's what's everybody's drink of choice? Um, I have the most boring answer, so yeah, you're living in the cold kind of areas, right? So you probably want some hot things. Water? Well, that's actually my answer, Garish. I'm a water drinker. Um, this wasn't recent, but I distinctly remember it would have been like 2 to 3 years ago. I went out on a date with this first time with this girl, and we were at a cafe. Um, and I ordered water, and then she ordered like I don't know, like some coffee or something, and she got upset and she was like, "Why did you come to a cafe and just get water? Like, are you not enjoying yourself?" Like, no, I just don't like fancy drinks. Anyway, um, I, that one didn't last, so I don't know. Does it make people uncomfortable if like you go to a place and then you order something very simple or not at all? That's never really been a problem in my head. Um, Usually drink tea, Garish, but usually herbals and not at all. You're you're fussy? Okay. Yeah, I like hot chocolate too, but I think um, I think it's kind of like fatty, in the sense that like no, fatty's not the right word. It's too filling. Like when it comes to a drink, it's not like refreshing. It's just like too thick. Yeah. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. I can't have too much of it because it's just like I feel like too full. If that, yeah, if you understand. Apple juice, yeah, apple juice is pretty good. I like it. Yeah, 3 water bottles in your room alone. Oh, you're a real water fan. Yeah, yeah. I'm a water fan. You drink tea once in a while. Q10, hot chocolate rarely, but coffee daily. Oh, nice. Yeah. So let me think. You're Danish. I mean, you're not Danish, but you're from Denmark. Is that right, Q10? Is it cold over there? So Denmark is like in the little wedge above Germany and below Sweden. Is that right? So it might. I would imagine it'd get pretty cold. I'm just trying to think if my geography is working. So if you could handle the caffeine, you would drink coffee daily. But you can't. Just never remember there is now decaf. Ah, okay. Yeah, any drinks that have caffeine or sugar, I'm not really used to them. If I drink them, I get like my heart starts beating too fast, and then like if I have it in the morning, in the evening, I really struggle sleeping. So I'm not used to it at all. It is Denmark. Okay, nice. Okay, so in this puzzle, they want us to build this penguin. And let's take a... Okay. Let's take a look at what's inside here. Okay. Let's start with I don't remember how to code in this language anymore. so let's have a quick reminder. Okay, so you could use max functions. I'm just looking at a previous puzzle. I built this is like a little computer game where they're playing Pong. Okay. Max graded. Okay. Let's try building the feet first. Is that right? If Z what color is this? Dark brown? Did I do that right? Oh wait, did I miss it then? Okay, yeah, max. I remember how to use max functions like 6 months ago, but now I don't. So I think I should probably do it the easy way, which means if z is less than 1 and x is less than 3, oh, okay, absolute function, there, okay, how about that? Yeah, we're getting closer. Alright, so we cut out a box. And now we just have to... You have to give him feet. So this is like the quick and dirty style, I think, which is what people like to see, I think. Wait, so z is equal to 2 at that stage, and then y is equal to -3. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. So we've carved out a fairly basic shape. So let's trim his the little gap between his legs. So this is if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to -3. Yay! Alright. Okay, so the next part we can do his body. And that should probably go here. Yeah, we're getting closer to a penguin here. So the x's should be less than 2. And I think that's y. Let's take a look at that. Oh, wait. We just have to change the y. Yeah, there we go. Pretty. Oh, okay, so mine goes all the way through, so I gotta offset the z-axis by 1. Benedict Cumberbatch saying the word penguin. Is that like a meme? I don't know if I've heard that one before. Let me try and imagine what it's like. Penguin. No. Wait. Oh, my impressions are really good. Penguin. No? Probably not. So we do have how many yeah, this is a problem that I figured out a while ago, and that's how to do even number things, and I thought it was if you did, yeah, proportions like that. If it's greater than, how about that? No. He did a nature thingy with penguins, and the word got weirder and weirder. Yeah, I guess I'll have to look at that again. I've forgotten too much on how to play this. So it's if Z is less than 2, and Z is greater than 0. It should be negative 1 now, right? Yeah, okay. There are all these tips and tricks that I had, and now I don't remember any of them. Okay, so let's make some eyes. If x is equal to black, and then y is equal to 1, and his eyes are sticking out, and z is equal to 1. Yay! Alright, and now we just need a beak. The beak, what color is that? Yellow? Hey, perfect match. Ooh, cheap viewers. Alright, let's do one more, but tic-tac-toe, huh? Yeah, I think I don't remember enough of this game. Building. Taco. Oh, the taco looks complicated, actually. Camera? Yeah, you gotta make the different fillings and stuff. Maybe tic-tac-toe is probably the right one to do. Okay. It looked the easiest. Okay, so we should start with z equals to 0 because everything's on that plane. And then I remember we can use modulus. We can use modulus for repeating patterns. So mod. No. Modulo is different in this language. It's percent like this, right? Is that right? and then it should be white. Let's try that. What does that give us? Oh, 1, maybe? Let's see what mod is. I thought it was percentage sign. Yeah, it is percentage sign. Returns the remainder after. Yeah, okay, so if that's the case, then Z modulo 4 oh, it's because I was using the same axis. Ugh. There we go. Oops. How silly of me. Okay. And then they're 3 apart, so then we could say there we go. And then we just need to do the same thing for the lines in the other direction. Yeah, there we go. That's something. And okay, so then we want to do I'm just trying to think what's the easiest way to get the middle ones. I originally titled these games, these streams, because this was the last game I was playing before I stopped streaming. Um, Something like, oh, see, he used to do this for a living. Look how bad he is. Yeah. Gosh. It's been a long time since I've done coding. And the whole landscape's changed. Um, like, a lot of people use AI for everything now, and I wonder, like, how true that is. AI is actually pretty good for coding. It doesn't, like, have, like, bigger picture stuff, but certainly for lower level things, it can do quite well. I think that if I went back to the workplace, I would really struggle because especially since it's a heavily technological based kind of thing, so it's very easy to get behind. But especially because I don't think I'm very good at using AI. I wonder if, like, if you guys are still in the workplace, if you've been finding AI's been changing how you do things. I guess it doesn't apply to every job, but yeah, it's certainly something that, like, we originally thought that, oh well, there would be AI-proof kind of professions, but what those professions are tend to, like, they keep rapidly changing in terms of what people think. There was the original dream, like, sort of back in the, I would say, like, sci-fi of the 60s to 70s, where people would think, oh, well, if robots would do all of our menial, in air quotes, menial work, like plumbers or electricians or waste management and that sort of thing, it would give us an opportunity to do things like artistically based, like creating drawings, graphical art, and music. But it turns out kind of the opposite happened. Like, these days, the things that AI is, like, best at tends to be, oh, let's create, like, write a prompt and say, oh, music, create me a music of this genre, and it'll, like, produce something that's, like, indistinguishable from what a human could do. Like, it's very, very good at doing that kind of thing. But then, like, we're not even close to getting, like, robot butlers in a house, or like, electricians, plumbers. Like, they're going to be, like, pretty high in demand for a long time, I think. Anyway, that was, I just thought that was interesting that things turned out to be the opposite of how we thought they were going to be. Okay, so we could do modulo, like a modulo pattern of, oh, this is pink, this is red. X 2. Okay, and then let's do the same thing for the y-axis. Oh, okay. I found a much easier way to do this before, right? And it was like, yeah, that was it. It was this, and then we just have to say X is Yeah, there we go. Yeah, adding the two numbers in the modulo means you can get like a checkerboard pattern. I remembered that from 4 months ago. No, 5 months ago. Ugh. Okay, so now we want green. But let's get rid of this first. Okay, so we want the modulo pattern to be offset by 1 because the noughts are in a different position. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. And then we just want the x is greater than 1. No, greater than 2. Yeah, there we go. And then we want max of y we want y to be greater than 3. Absolute of y greater than 3. Hey! Okay, now I'm starting to remember a few patterns from before. It took me a lot of time to wrap my head around how the max function worked, and I've completely forgotten already because it wasn't intuitive to me. Oh, what I forgot about is like there's a leaderboard too. Yeah, these aren't going to be very efficient because I didn't really. Yeah, I don't remember all the techniques to do it correctly. I think I didn't submit this one, so let's submit the penguin. This would be pretty bad, I think. Well, it's still the world's 1074th best player at this. It's not too bad. All right. Well, I think that's pretty good. We can call this a good stream. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll continue streaming regularly, but I think I'm at a stage where I can probably do a little bit more. So I want to try and get Age of Empires working. I don't know why that. It's just like, yeah, completely shut down. So yeah, it's the game I've been completely obsessed with recently. So I want to play more of it. Oh, thank you both, Q10 and Garish. It's been nice to see your names again. It's been a long time. I hope things work out for you after you move, Garish. Lovely to see you again, Q10. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.